Okay, GM to YouTube, we have ended up finding a superior version of Donofly, which we're calling Monofly because Mono's the one that found it. But effectively, these tiles just make it a little bit easier to follow. You never ever have to delay on any tile, and you get to purely go off true tile. So it's just a little bit better in every single way. Okay, so same thing with Donofly. What you want to do is determine like roughly where you're spawning here after you kill the judge. You need to get to Yama on tick 3. So here I'm really far away. I don't really have to think about it. I'm clicking straight to this tile and then on Yama, just like this. Beautiful. If you spawn right next to that tile, like fairly close to Yama, what you'll need to do is delay on this tile before you get to him because you have to get there on tick 3. If you start here, you'll be tick 1 and then tick 2 on Yama, which is too early, right? So you need to waste 1 tick on this tile. So no matter what, you always have to get to him on tick 3. But what's great about this method is that all the tiles have been adjusted a little bit so that you never, ever, ever have to stall on a tile, and it's always just follow your true tile. As soon as your true tile hits a tile, click the boss. Just like that, and it just works. So every single time, it's go from 1 to 2, 2 to hitting the boss, go to 3, 3 to hit the boss, we're going to go to 4, hit the boss, we're going to go to 5, drag, hit the boss, and then the cycle repeats. It's a 5-hit cycle. So we lose 1 tick from 2 to 3 because you have to do a 5-tick hit here or else you get meleeed. So what you can do as well is throw in a scythe swing like I'm doing here on 2 because you're forced to do a 5-tick hit. So it's just a little bit more damage than a 5-tick Emberlight. So it's just a little bit more damage. And then what will happen is after you run through the waves and then you get to 5 the next time, like that next cycle, these orbs are going to spawn. So you're just going to get out of it at that point and go ahead and kill them, and then just start maging the boss as you would normally. So this is the more typical, like, learner-friendly, like, nothing too crazy going on strategy. You just get to do a bunch of damage with melee, and then you just mage the boss for whatever health he has remaining. Fairly straightforward, fairly simple. Not too bad at all. And I'm backing up here, just to show as well, like, how I'm dodging these waves if you end up maging. You're just looking to stand on this row. It's 1 tile off the center of the arena to the west. So what you're looking to do here is just run straight through both waves. And the way you do that is you just try to click directly on top of the wave. So I click right when I'm about to get... Your character looks like they get hit, but you go right on top of it and you dodge it. So that's the idea for dodging the waves. And then you just dodge perpendicular to the meteors and then always go back to this tile, click on top of the waves, just like that. Every single time. It's not too bad at all. Definitely a solid method. Now, maging is much, much worse DPS than meleeing. So we also were looking for a method to allow us to continue meleeing if possible. And we did find it, but holy is it disgustingly sweaty. So we'll get into that next. We'll just clear out this kill. I screwed up and didn't have Mark of Darkness active. Whoops. I'm just going to try to kill the boss before he kills me. So if you're ever below like 100 health left, you can just full tank the boss and just try to kill him before any of the orbs pop. That's kind of like a P2 skip at Verzik if you've done that. And you can always finish with a scythe to make him die a little bit faster. And I actually got a dossier this kill. Very nice. And I also got what is probably the best contract, which is Oathplate Acquisition. This one will guarantee us a piece of Oathplate. This sucker is like 90 mil right now or something. Not bad. Not bad at all. We'll take it. We'll take it. And just going back to the end of the kill, I just wanted to say Emberlight is dramatically better DPS than Scything. I've seen people like still like claiming Scythe is good. It's not. It's not good. Scythe is about 10% worse than Emberlight. So yeah, it's just not ever worth using. It's also even worse than Arclight. So there's literally no reason to use Scythe except for this method to throw in an extra hit here and there. So that's the only reason you would ever use it and the only reason I bring it. So now I'm going to walk you through how I do GnoMonoFly, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This is incredibly difficult. I think for typical players, this is not going to be the play. But if you're looking to like long-term grind the pet and you're like pretty solid at the game, you want to learn something kind of tough, this will speed up your kills by like 30 seconds average or something like that. So it starts off the exact same way. You literally just do Monofly until those orbs spawn, just like before. So we'll go through that again. You could throw in the occasional scythe swing. You can also, anytime you're going to Emberlight, you could throw in a Burning Claw spec, just some bonus DPS, so you can get specs off. Now, what you need to do for this is you need to keep 25 spec energy at least, because we're going to be speccing one of those orbs with our Purging Staff later. So make sure you don't just dump your whole spec bar or you'll be screwed later in the cycle. You've got to keep at least a little bit of spec. So we're through one cycle. Now we're going to dodge through the waves. So the waves are your cue that the next time you get to 5 and you attack the boss, the orbs are going to spawn, right? So we have one more full cycle before the orbs spawn. We're going to do it exactly as we do before. Do our scythe swing. Very, very simple. And this is normally where you would exit Monofly. This is when you would get out. The orbs have just spawned, okay? But now there's something we can do to keep going. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to 1. And this is going to be kind of hard to follow. So try to stay along here. We're going to go to 1. 3-way Purging Staff. You need Purging Staff, Occult, and Tormented Bracelets on to one-shot the orb, okay? And you're just going to click one of the orbs. You can actually range them all from this tile. It doesn't matter which orb you click. Even if it looks really far away, you can hit them all. Doesn't matter. It does not matter which orb you click. You just have to click an orb, okay? So cast at an orb like that. Then you run straight to 2, prime up my spec, and I'm going to click the other orb. And now I'm just waiting for my XP drop, okay, to run to the jelly tile. All right, you follow? You follow? Okay, okay. So let's do it. XP drop, run to the jelly tile, swap back to melee, and do a hit. This is the same as if we just hit from 3. So now we're back in cycle, okay? We just hit from 3 effectively. Now we're going to 4, and we're right back in cycle. So we'll just continue the cycle from there. Hit from 5, hit from 1, exact same as before Monofly. Okay, now a wave is coming. So the wave is my cue that the next time I hit from 5 again, it's kind of convenient that everything happens from 5. Everything special is going to be right after you hit from 5. After I dodge through those waves, I'm going to hit from 5. And now we need to dodge that next set of waves, because if you just continue Monofly, you're going to get hit by the waves. It doesn't work for that. So here's what you need to do. You're going to go to 1, and you're going to do a hit. And then I'm going to run this square pattern to dodge the first set of waves. So I'm going to do it just like this. I'm going to click the boss. Just like that. Do the hit. Now I'm going to click to that teal tile and force click walk the blue tiles in order, and then click the boss. This is going to force you to 5-tick Emberlight, okay? And that's going to allow you to skip the next wave. So let's watch it in action. Just like that, okay? So I did my swing. Now I'm clicking to that blue tile. I'm clicking to my right. I'm going to do one more swing, which dodges all the waves. Now I'm going to run to the after waves tile, do a hit, and this is the exact same as if you hit from 5. So the same way we did with the jelly tile, where the jelly stood in for 3, the after waves tile is a stand-in for 5. So now you can just continue the cycle, go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exact same as before. And I believe by the time you get to 5, the next set of jellies will spawn. If you haven't killed the boss by that point, you're probably using a D-skim or something. Something went horribly wrong. Like, your DPS must be terrible. I have a lot of solos where I end up killing the boss, like, as those first set of orbs come out, so usually your DPS is never that bad. Big shout out to Mono for helping me lab this out. We labbed this out together to try to figure out this method. It's super, super sick. I'm going to go into a live kill where I was explaining what I was doing, just full speed so you can see the full method without stopping. You can just see exactly what the cycle looks like without anybody pausing. So it should be helpful for you. You started the exact same way. It only changes after the orbs pop out. And you can do a scythe swing on 2, since it's a 5-tick hit anyways. There's a little bit of bonus damage. Okay, after the first set of waves, once we hit again from 5, that's when the orbs are going to spawn. So we're looking out for it. Hit the first one, spec the second. As soon as you see XP drop, run to jelly tile, hits. And you're back in cycle. Now we run through one set of waves without changing anything. And now we're going to dodge like this. Do a square. Click to the blue tiles individually. Click back. Click to the side. Attack. And then go straight to 1. And repeat the cycle. That's it. beautiful. Mwah! Oh, gorgeous. There we go. Nice. Okay, and that's it for the current method. People are constantly cooking on this, and Porkazard has actually found some kind of method where you can save ticks using the meteor, so there's an even better method being cooked. Basically, daily new methods are coming out that are better and better. So I might end up making a video on those when they get a little bit more refined. We'll see. Make sure you tune into stream to just see what we're cooking up. And that's it for the video. Leave a like if you liked it and or subscribe. Thanks, fellas. Mwah!